Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, whenever you're seeing this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, me. I made it back after all the unexpected events. Thank you guys for your patience. And I am ready. I am ready to give you guys your Divine Collective reading. Let's see, what does Divine Collective need to know at this time? So I see some of you are trying to rebuild something at this time, and you feel like you're receiving like the opposite. You're receiving a lot of like pushback, challenges, competition, fighting, or just you're receiving like the opposite of what you're hoping to receive when it comes to your place of business or work. I could literally be talking to a Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. You might have a strong Gemini placement. I really feel like part of why this is occurring is because you're not meant to be doing something that you're doing at this time. For some of you, if you keep barreling through or pushing through, it's because something here, it's like the universe's way of telling you this is not, there's something about you being willing to be changeable or being changeable about something. With this rest and this relief coming here right next to this, there's something here about like wanting you to bring an element of peace into this, or relax into something to do with your work a bit, because something here, some sort of shift is coming. This change could come automatically, and they want you to be flexible and open to this. Or they just want you to be open to change. Yeah, there's something here about someone's communication. Or someone here is dealing with someone, a Gemini, who's very cunning. Because this here is quick, clever communication, and this is cunning. Something cunning here. Some of you could have the Chinese zodiac sign of the monkey. Or you're dealing with someone who is Chinese zodiac. Yeah, someone here is struggling. I don't know if this is in your place of business, because we have this Eight of Pentacles. Or you're just learning, you're meant to learn something from this situation. But this could be something to do with someone at work. Again, we have communication out here, like conflict communication. I don't know if someone is like fighting with someone here at work. Or you need to understand that something here is a conflict of interest. And that is because this is a Seven of Swords energy. Someone is very quick to change something. Someone here can be deceptive on the fly, is kind of what I'm getting through. Fickle is also coming through. Something is not what it seems, basically. Someone or something is not what it seems. You're coming out to me with this Pisces energy. You could be a Pisces, but you don't have to be. But it's this energy of being very spiritual, being very intuitive, emotional. You and this person are like, don't match, don't measure up. There's something here about someone's self-esteem. Somebody needs to watch or protect their self-esteem. Or this is happening because of someone's self-esteem. I'm almost getting kind of a conflict of interest or something like this, but maybe you don't realize this. There's something here about like if somebody protects. I'm getting an energy of someone you are dealing with someone coming into your energy in the current. There's like a conflict of interest. Even though this is coming through here, this is just energy. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm fighting with this person. It could be, especially with the Seven of Swords here. It's more about this person's energy. This person's energy, this is because of something to do. They can be very quick and cunning with their words. Even if this person doesn't mean to be doing this, there's something like two people seeing, or you're dealing with someone you shouldn't be dealing with because they're very opposite of you. They don't have the same positive intentions that you do, or something like this. But there's something here because they're very cunning, because they're very changeable. They can blend in with whoever they are around at this time. You may not be seeing this. This could be coming up as a warning. And the reason is it's meant to protect your self-esteem. There's something about dealing with this person could compromise something for you. This right here is promised to you, and something to do with this person here could compromise this, because something it's like a conflict of interest really is what's coming through. But maybe this person is not what they seem, or you could reach a lot of obstacles. There's somehow this will affect moving forward with a person. I don't know if you're doing this because of your self-esteem, or moving forward with this person could damage your self-esteem in the long run. This right here is promised to you. This is Jupiter. This is your blessing energy coming out next to the sun. This is like double blessing. You have some sort of double blessing coming towards you. You may be being tested right now. They want you. There's something very important about you protecting you at all costs. Protecting you, protecting your blessings at all costs. Yeah, these blessings are coming in as some sort of justice or balance for you, to balance out something that you've experienced in the past. It's also coming in as a reward for all the growth that you've made. This could be this person. This person appears to be like romantic. This person appears to be some sort of new opportunity, a new romantic opportunity, but it's coming out in reverse. This is coming through as a warning for someone. You are being warned about an individual that you're currently dealing with. They keep drawing me back to this self-esteem. Something about someone's self-esteem is why you're looking, or why you're not seeing something. Why you're not seeing the truth about a situation, or the truth about something. If you think this is someone that you're dealing with currently, kind of withdraw your energy back, step back a little bit, and take some time. Take a good amount of time. Give yourself several weeks to a month of just observing this person and interacting with other people. Especially if you notice that this person does something different with a bunch of different people. If you see this person in passing and they're talking with someone else, watch everything. Watch their facial expressions. Watch the way they move their body. There could be something here. There could be hints to something here that someone is not seeing, because they're doing something from some sort of place of like broken self-esteem, or some sort of place of like, this would boost my self-esteem, is some sort of like unhealthy. I just saw 955, so that's for somebody. You're meant to be wrapping up a cycle at this time. This has something to do with some sort of energy that you're being asked to let go of. Yeah, that's most likely you here. Kind, honorable, responsible. There's this strong energy of someone coming through, whoever this person is. Gemini, monkey, whatever this is. This is the most important thing you need to know, and you may not even be really seeing this because this right here can be deceptive. This could even be this person's energy beneath the surface. Like, say this is someone you're trying to date, and once you actually get further into the relationship with them, this is what they have underneath the surface. This is something of what's going on. This is part of why a big part of what is coming through for Divine Collective right now is to get very self-focused, to get very focused on yourself, very intimate with yourself, like who and what you are, very protective over your blessings, that kind of thing, very self-focused and kind of in a bubble at this time, because the right person is going to be so obvious to you. When the time is right, when it's a gift from God, when God is putting this person in your path, it will be so obvious to you. Yeah, caution is out here. Caution. You're being cautioned about whoever, whatever here. Whoever this is you're dealing with. Whoever this is coming into your energy, there's even, again, it's like someone here is not seeing something clearly. Someone here is seeing something through the eyes of how you used to look at a situation, and you're being asked to look at this through kind of your new eyes, the eyes that we gave you as you were ascending, as you were growing spiritually, all of these things. What else does Divine Collective need to know? Some of you here are confused. This always happens to me. I'll be dead set at something, and it's like, no, you're in the wrong deck. That's someone here is getting confused about something. You're meant to be healing at this time. Please stay focused on that. Again, there's something with this self-esteem. They keep redirecting me to this. This issue has something to do with someone's pleasure and someone's self-esteem. It's something like superficial, like a superficial, you moving forward or dealing with someone out of coming from some sort of superficial place. Like maybe this person boosts your self-esteem. This is part of what this warning is. There's something here about this person that you're not, like this person does this. There's something here you're not seeing. This person may do this to you and turn around, and the day that you're not at work or whatever, they do it to Joe and Tim as well. Or, you know, something like this here. This person may naturally be like this. It has something to do with something about them being very cunning and changeable. Like they can be quick. They can change at the drop of a hat. Something like this. Something here about this person, I just heard playful. This person might, you'll know this is for you if someone's very like giggly, like playful. You like them because they're playful, but there's something here about, there's something here about them being in this energy. They use this to, I don't know. This is going to be a tower is what it's coming through. It's just coming through as caution, as a warning. Because, and this is coming through because they know that you can't see this. And the best thing that they can tell you here is to not look at this through however you used to. I just saw 144, so that number could be important for you. That number is either important for you now, or you feel like maybe you're meant to go in that direction. You do have this like double blessing energy out here. You could be being tested right now. There's something you're being asked to leave behind when it comes to your self-esteem. Somebody needs to recognize like conflicts of interest with other people. Yeah, here this is again. And I'm sitting here. Seriously sitting here hearing that, like, if someone continues to go forward with whoever or whatever this is, like, you're gonna wish you hadn't. It's literally coming through that strong. Like, it could really be this energy of conflict. It could literally be this energy, like, say you're trying to date this person or you're trying to work with this person or something, that the further you go into it, you think it's all fun and games at first. I just saw 1611. You're asking for a tower. If somebody doesn't, whoever you are that I'm talking to, your spirit team is kind of asking you to wake up about something you're doing here, about something you're looking at, about someone you're dealing with. They want you to be in this energy so you can see things from their perspective. If you spend more time in this energy here, quieting your mind, you're someone here who gets confused very quickly. And this is part of why you can't see the truth of some matter. There's a heavy warning here not to move forward with or whoever or whatever job this is, whatever work partner this is. This is what's coming through here. This is them saying, we want to be able to show you things that we see, that we want you to see, because whoever you are, you're very important. You're important to spirit. And it's like you have something you don't see coming, but they need you to learn how to differentiate. They need you to learn how to have discernment with individuals you deal with. This is like a learning experience for you. They want you to be able to do this on your own, so you know who to move forward with and who not to, because they need you to be able to protect this when they give it to you. You have to be able to, someone who's very kind and generous, and especially if you're like a natural giver, if you get in a relationship with the wrong person and you have all this, they will take every last bit of this and then some if you don't learn how to protect it. This is part of what I'm getting from this. Yeah, okay. So part of this is, again, they're saying the conflict going on in your mind, the constant like confusion about things is blocking you from understanding, is blocking you from seeing something the way you should be seeing something. You are someone, again, didn't we see, I saw healing earlier. I don't know if that was this reading, but a lot of the readings I've done this morning have had a lot of the same energy for Divine Collective. Someone here, you're meant to, again, this is coming out on top of this self-esteem. You are dealing with someone or looking towards someone or a situation from a place of like broken self-esteem. You may or may not realize this. This is part of what needs to be healed. This right here coming out sideways means there's something inside of you that's not what it should be, and it needs to be healed. Right. Someone here is like avoiding doing the work. Someone here is not doing what they need to do. I don't know why I'm getting, there's like a bad habit you've had, or a bad habit when it comes to yourself, when it comes to how you deal or date or something, how you interact with other people. That has to do, I feel like maybe you're comparing yourself. Something like, again, with your self-esteem, and something to do with physicality is causing this block. It's starting to cause a big block in your energy. You're at a place where it's time to really clean and clear your energy up, like to a 0 point place, to the very beginning. Again, I feel like you're someone who has a lot of abundance coming in. And I feel like you're someone who's possibly being tested right now. This would be like one big final test. You need to overcome something here. I don't know why when this came out, and this literally gave me something like something you did as a teenager or something. Is part of what's holding you back. You're still doing it. And it could be something related to your self-esteem. You're kind of being asked to have like a major overhaul like within yourself. How you approach things, how you approach yourself. Someone here, this could part of like, I'm getting the energy of like, this is 90% of your problem. There's something like this, they're saying like, this is 90% of your problem. Something about you comparing yourself to other people, like physically, or something like this. And again, there's something very important about a monkey. I don't know. They're saying if you do something the same way as you used to in the past, this energy we've asked you to wrap up and leave behind, and you should be healing from this at this point. There's something about here is like your past self, your South Node energy, or whatever this may be, is who or what is attracting or dealing with somebody here. Again, I'm getting like a monkey. This person could have the Chinese zodiac of a monkey. And this is, they're gonna like, they're saying this is gonna be, if you keep going forward in this direction, this is gonna be like, not literally the end of you, but it's gonna do you in. It's gonna do you in on some level, like an emotional level. This person's gonna break you somehow if you go through. They're giving me like you're gonna repeat some sort of pattern that you're meant to be leaving behind. And there's something about this person being very clever, so they may pull one over on you again and again without you realizing, until you're left depleted, is something I'm getting. Again, release. This here is giving me release twice. Surrender, let go, trust. They want you to kind of sit back. They want you to sit back. They want you to be more relaxed, for one thing. There's something about you that is not relaxed, and it has something to do with this energy. They want you to be relaxed. They want you to focus on your healing, and they want you to kind of accept and receive a lot of things, like messages, downloads, as well as like the blessings and the situations we want to put in front of you. We want you to be able to know that it's there. You're spending so much time thinking about something here that it's blocking your ability to receive some sort of important communication at this time, something that could help you, maybe help you move into this energy, into your fortune, into your abundance, into whatever blessings you have coming towards you. I will say, I feel like for a lot of you in the Divine Collective, especially those of you who may resonate with 144, whatever that means to you, are being challenged There's like a lot of challenges right now, and the challenges aren't meant to be any kind of punishment. It's kind of like these a lot of you have big blessings coming in. So the challenges are very big, and it's kind of like this is your last like huge difficulty. If you can pass this major test we need you to pass, it's something different for everybody. For some of you, it's how you think about things. For some of you, it's about choosing positivity over negativity. For some of you, it's, you know, a lot of worry. You worry too much. You have anxiety too much. You're an overthinker. It's something different. Some of you are struggling with one last addiction you can't get rid of. Something like this is like why the intensity has been turned up for us. For those of you in the Divine Collective. This imagination coming through is really giving me, again, this energy. They want you to release everything. Some of you, it's like literally everything that you used to be that was holding you back. And if it's not an energy of love, for instance, if you're someone who is like comparing your body constantly or something like this, you're constantly comparing the way you look to someone else, this is not an act of self-love. Not that it's not okay to improve upon your body, but a good starting place, a fresh start, is to love yourself where you're at. And then the choices that you make over your body health or whatever this is comes from, you know, not what you think other people expect of you. Again, there's something about comparison here. Not what you think other people like or expect of you, but what you're intuitively, your own self is saying, this is healthy for me. This is the most, like, feels natural for me. This feels right. They're saying something you're doing is like, you're putting some big strain and stress on your energy, on your situation. Someone here, just because you're hanging on to a habit that you've been asked to let go of, is stagnating you in other areas of your life. So this right here is what this is saying. They really want you to kind of let go of these energies that don't serve you, let go of the things from the past that they asked you to stop doing, and go back to this place of, like, when you're a child and you're excited to wake up every day and you don't know what new thing you're going to learn. Some sort of like openness here for change. And I don't mean this change. They keep giving me this warning of whoever this person or individual is very... it looks like there's like a monster hiding inside of them. Something like that. Like they got an ugly side. This person has an ugly side, and it's kind of like you're not going to know that. For those of you who have overcome like toxic relationships, you should understand this. How when you first get with this person, it's all rainbows, it's love, it's all these things. You're in love with this person, starts to change. A little bit here is making you go, huh? A little bit there is making you go, what? And then it just spirals until you wake up 5-10 years down the road and you're like, I'm dating a monster. How did this happen? You know, this is what's coming through here. It could be as simple, it could be extreme like that, or it could be as simple as just you're dealing with someone who has not done any kind of inner work on themselves, and they're just gonna bleed their stuff. They're gonna bleed their BS all over you if you get too close. Something like that. Right. And then happiness flew all the way on the floor. So it's like this is within reach for you. And part of how you're going to achieve this and not fumble the ball, basically, The warning coming through here for you with this tower here, and all of this fighting, is that this right here is your ball, and you could fumble the ball. You're someone who's probably being tested right now. If you feel that way, this is your confirmation. You are being tested right now. And this is what's on the other side of this particular test, which is amazing. And they're saying part of how you achieve this is by like clearing out all the BS. There's like all the extra, all the BS, everything that's not real. Something about getting back to natural, simple basics, especially in your mind too. This is really giving me like a quiet your mind. You should be, they say, whatever you're focusing on so much, you're putting so much energy into this right now that is stagnating you and sending you in the wrong direction. They want you to put that much energy into quieting your mind, into finishing your healing here. This is some energy from the past. This is how something like started to come. I've seen this more than once in your reading. So again, this is connected to these Jupiter blessings that are trying to get to you. And you get some final messages. This came through earlier and I was like, why? Now is when. Should you what? Stop asking. This is this confusing energy. Stop asking about something. You keep asking about something. Stop asking about something. Yeah, shift your focus. They want you to just accept. It's okay. We all get into it. I even get these modes. Even I get these modes, but because of who I am and what I'm meant to do, I learn from them very quickly. So again, that's like that acceptance, embrace. I embrace like stuff like that. It only gives me an opportunity to be able to help someone else maybe not have to go through that so much. So should you what? Yeah, you are meant to have success coming in. Something coming through is successful. What should this person do? Should I what? Why is this coming out? They told me to use these cards today. What is it? Something here. It says you don't need it. And it's coming out in reverse. There's something that you have or you're using or something that you're trying to achieve that you don't even need it, and you're stuck in this energy, and that's what they want you to see. They want you to see that you don't even need this thing. They're saying if you look deeply at whatever you're trying to get or accomplish by doing something here, by chasing something, by holding on to some sort of belief or the way you do something, whatever you think is the achievement on the other side of that, you're gonna get this actually if you don't do that. Whatever this thing is, you don't need it. Whoever this person is, you don't need it. Let's get some final messages here. What are some final messages for Divine Collective? So this here, they want you to recognize what you went through in the past and integrate it as part of who you are. But know of what is meant to stay with you and leave behind. There's something here about you and your family and you and your ancestors. This could even be a message from your ancestors. You're about to unlock something by staying in balance, by using some sort of balance. Maybe even by utilizing temperance, by upholding it like it's sacred. I don't know why I'm staring at this chain. You might be someone who wears like a chain like this. This is from your ancestors. They want to motivate you. This is part of why they want you to quiet your mind, because they're saying like this, they can make this easier on you. They can make this easier on you. They also don't want you to give up like some sort of thing that you've been guided to do. It was a guidance from your ancestors. This is part of how you honor your family. This is part of how you break something. You could be someone who's literally like doing things different from your ancestry. There's something here about like being in your, it's like this honesty card. This honesty, but it's, the honesty is giving me more about like being in your very most natural state. Like very comfortable with who you truly are. Like even whoever you are. This kept giving me like something. Maybe you hated yourself as a teenager. Maybe you were upset about the way you looked. Something like this. Even that person that you thought about the good stuff you liked about yourself. What were you good at? What did you enjoy doing? What quirks did you have? What quirky habit did you have that was funny? Something like that. There's something here about you embracing your most natural self. Whoever you are, this is a big part of what you're being guided to do because of your ancestry for some reason. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. Enlightenment. This is not giving me that you're not enlightenment. This is that you've learned some stuff and you've become enlightened to certain things and you're not utilizing it, is what's coming through with that. Again, healing. Healing. Whatever you have come, however far you have come, whatever you're supposed to be moving on from, you've like put it to the side and embraced some sort of habit that you've were being guided to leave behind. That's a big part of what's coming through for your message. I'm going to get one more like advice for you, please. Advice for this energy, advice for Divine Collective here. Yeah, self-love is very important. Some of you don't realize that you are manifesting currently through the way you believe about yourself, through the way you see yourself, is being reflected in your outer world, in your outer circumstances. That came through earlier, just so you know. Again, there is something about being changeable. Again, back to the beginning. Something here about being changeable, about something to do with work, job. You might not even supposed to be where you're at right now. There might be somewhere else you're meant to go. I just saw 38. Your blessings are on the other side of something. So someone here is dead set about something like this is it. This is meant to be. This must be the right place, or so on and so forth. They're saying you are here in this moment. They want you to utilize your discomfort. And they want you to focus that energy, that discomfort, towards your healing, towards who you think this person is. Who is this successful, abundant person? Paint a picture of them. What do you look like on the other side of this? Draw it out, write it out. Very seriously, look at that, because there's something here about aligning who you naturally are to what you see in this image. I'm going to leave that here. Yeah. Release your blocks. That's what we've been saying in this whole reading. These things are keeping you stuck. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you found it helpful. By the way, my readings, of course, they're back open again. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you again next time.